30 meters beneath the surface of the Pacific, something impossible rests on the seafloor. A massive stone platform stretches across the ocean floor, off the coast of Japan. Straight edges and right angles cut through the blue darkness below. Divers first spotted it in 1986 while searching for hammerhead sharks. What they found was not a reef and not a shipwreck. It was a monument the size of 2 football fields cut from solid rock. Massive steps rise in perfect terraces along the eastern face. Sharp 90-degree corners meet with the precision of modern stonework. A triangular pool carved into the top platform catches the sunlight. Drainage channels and post holes suggest this was deliberately designed. The local name for it is Yonaguni, and it has divided science for decades. Some geologists insist it is naturally fractured sandstone shaped by currents. But sandstone does not fracture in perfect right angles under the sea. The steps face south toward the open ocean, as if inviting approach. Divers run their hands along surfaces that feel unmistakably worked by human tools. The site sits in water that was dry land 12,000 years ago. At the end of the last ice age, the oceans were 100 meters lower. Coastlines we know today were inland hills looking out across vast plains. And then the ice melted and the water came. Now travel 5,000 miles west to the coast of India. The ancient city of Dwarka is mentioned in the Mahabharata as the home of Krishna. Tradition said it sank beneath the sea after Krishna left the mortal world. For centuries, it was dismissed as pure mythology. Then marine archaeologists started pulling stone anchors and walls from the water. Divers found massive stone blocks laid in neat geometric grids 30 meters down. The stones are too large and too regular to be random debris. Pottery fragments recovered from the site date back more than 3,000 years. Carbon dating of wooden artifacts pushes the timeline even further into the past. The city that myth said was swallowed by the sea may have been real all along. But Yonaguni and Dwarka are just 2 sites on a growing map. Off the coast of Malta, a submerged temple platform rests in shallow water. Its stone megaliths weigh several tons each and stand in deliberate arrangement. In the Mediterranean near Alexandria, divers mapped the ruins of ancient harbors. Paved roads and fallen columns stretch into the depths where no road should be. Off the coast of Cuba, sonar picked up geometric formations at 600 meters. Square and rectangular structures sit on a flat plain too deep for divers to reach. Each discovery raises the same uncomfortable question for mainstream archaeology. How much of human history is sitting underwater where we cannot easily look? The last ice age ended roughly 12,000 years ago in a series of meltwater pulses. Sea levels rose by 120 meters over several thousand years. Every coastal settlement from that era now sits beneath the waves. If complex societies existed before the ice melted, their ruins are on the seafloor. The problem is not that we cannot find these sites. The problem is that the ocean covers 70% of the planet. We have mapped less than 5% of the ocean floor in any detail. The rest is darkness and pressure and silence and the unknown. Divers descend through shafts of blue light toward the Yonaguni monument. Their bubbles rise in silver columns as they glide over the massive stone terraces. A sea turtle drifts past the main face and disappears into the deeper blue. The stone does not care about the argument between geologists and archaeologists. It sits in its ancient silence, half claimed by coral and half by geometry. The question is not whether the stone is natural or carved. The question is how much of our own history we are willing to look for. Because the ocean is patient, and the ocean keeps its secrets well. And somewhere down there in the quiet, dark, entire chapters of human history may still wait. They wait for someone to dive deep enough and look long enough to find them.